What's up? It's Jobringus, your favorite inefficient reg. I'm here ranging Oggresses, simulating the Iron Man experience. I haven't had a whole ton of time to play this month. It's currently the evening of April 28th, and I've probably averaged maybe 1 to 2 hours per night of playing, not a whole ton. I've only gained 18 total levels, so it's probably going to be 19 before this video is over. Basically, as promised, I got 70 Runecrafting, which I actually kind of knocked out pretty effectively in the beginning of the month. I do quite enjoy Runecrafting. I almost thought about pushing further, but then I switched to range after I got 70, and I probably got from 62 to 70, maybe like a little more than a week into the month. Probably took me like a week and a half. So my pace was like pretty close to a level per day, which is pretty good. And in the between time, I did AFK a couple defense levels at flesh crawlers, and since then I've basically just been at Oggresses, ranging. So getting some passive experience in prayer, and obviously getting some hit points experience here too. So I should certainly get to level 80 hit points before I get level 80 range, but I don't believe I'll have. I'm pretty sure I do not make it to level 81. And then I think my math is right, and I think I should just barely get to 64 prayer by the time I'm done with 80 ranged here. My goals for the month were to finish off 80 range and also 80 melees. So obviously that didn't get done. I probably could have found the time to AFK at flesh crawlers to get the rest of the melees done, but I didn't do that. So here we are. I'll knock it out another time, I suppose, but like I said, I just haven't been playing all that much OSRS. Nothing super interesting happened in terms of free-to-play updates this month. The tick delay for Runecrafting got removed last month, and then Bryophyta staff still not free to play. Pretty sure stackable keys are still not free to play. When that does happen, as I think I've said before, I would like to give Moss Giants a try, just because I think it would be fun to do a little bit of Bryophyta. For the variety, really. Moss Giants aren't terrible experience in combat either. The loot's pretty lackluster, but in expectation, I think a mossy key is actually, like, a mossy key is pretty valuable in expectation, and as a result, the average moss giant key should be like relatively valuable, or the average just moss giant kill should be relatively valuable in expectation, even though it's, you'll need to kill an average of like 15,000 moss giants to get one Bryophyta staff. So over the course of this next month, it's not really clear to me that I'll become any less busy. Hopefully I do. That would be pretty nice. And if that is the case, then I'm still going to continue on the goals that I've been working towards. I actually don't really super know what I'm going to do next. I've been banking some amount of prayer experience recently. It hasn't gotten all that much cheaper, but I sort of just want to knock out base 70s anyway. I'll probably do it alongside with fire making, since I most likely will still fire make maple logs like a pleb. This does have a side effect of getting me more prayer experience alongside the fire making. So, it's not like totally in vain, even though it's not particularly efficient, but it is dirt cheap. I think I also said last month that I banked a bunch of sapphires for crafting experience, which I then just ended up selling for a pretty tasty profit. I'm still working on the cash stack, and I've been expanding it. One of the nice things about Oggresses is, even though it doesn't the most efficient way I could train range, it's still like should be more XP than AFKing range at flesh crawlers, and it does have the effect of making pretty decent money. I think it's something like 100K an hour, so that's not bad at all. It probably depends how picky you are with drops and how you bank. The way I do it is I basically just pick up everything, and then when my inventory starts to get full, I drop all the stuff that's like total junk. Like if I end up with like 29 mind runes, I'll just drop them because this is worthless. But if I got a lot of mind rune drops and I've got like 150, then I might keep that. My threshold is basically like, is it worth less than an uncut sapphire? So if the stack's not worth like 300 GP or more, I don't really bother. Yeah, other than that, I don't really know like what I'm going to do after this grind anyway. Maybe I'll even just go back to runecrafting because I've been enjoying it and I have pretty much all the supplies I need banked for it. Smithing again has not gotten any cheaper. I am passively accumulating stuff to high alch. So every once in a while I go over to the Grand Exchange and I just alch a bunch, and then I put in new buy offers, buy orders, and then come back to Oggresses. So that's certainly a possibility. Fishing and woodcutting are always kind of like low-hanging fruit, but I would like to kind of get the other skills up in balance, and like, after I hit base 70s anyway, the next natural goal is just base 80s, so runecrafting is never a bad contestant for that. I do have the wines banked for 99 cooking. If it turns out that I do have a decent amount of time to play this coming month, then I might try and take a lot of opportunities to AFK combats at flesh crawlers, and then in my active time do something like probably cooking and maybe like mining, because there is a monthly EHP competition being hosted by the World 385. I mean, I don't know if it's the F2P.wiki or if it's who exactly, but I'm pretty sure Tanner was the one who posted about it. So, I don't like, I'm not going to be able to play the kind of volume to like win by any means, but I might still kind of push myself to compete, especially if lots of other people are playing. It's nice to feel that sense of community, just to talk to someone about the grind. And nothing I do is like exceptionally efficient, and especially since like being a reg, that does mean that I get held to a certain high standard with skills, because I have access to a lot of very like efficient methods for buyables. Like crafting, I should be cutting diamonds. Like prayer, I don't know which EHP rate it's going to actually use, if it's going to use Temple or if it's going to use F2P.wiki. But I think Temple has more up-to-date rates, so it assumes like scattering ashes while burying bones and stuff like that. So it's like some of these like buyable skills, like I can't afford to cut diamonds. I like runecrafting, but the thing is that the runecrafting EHP is like 2 or 3 times what I get. I think it might have even been changed from like solo body tiaras to like body tiaras with an alt or something. So it's something like 70K an hour, which like I just can't afford those kinds of methods. So I can't keep up with the HP. But things like AFK combats, it's already like 0-ish time because I'm not like super actively paying attention. And it's like not that far off from like a full AHP. And then like mining, like I'm not going to have the advanced like, there we go, 75 range. And then, oh wow, that was actually 1175 total. And then like mining, I think the wilderness method was like nerfed. So the EHP rate, I think, is like 63K an hour or something, which is like it's either like 3 tick at at like there's some like snow cycle that you can do at like a 3 iron spot, or you can like 3.5 tick a 4 iron spot using like leather. So it's like 60 something K an hour should be the EHP rate. Whereas like if I just kind of, we'll call it lazily train at a 4 iron spot, I can get like 50K an hour. So I'm gonna go pretty close to full EHP. I said that I have like 99 cooking banked, and the EHP for that is just making wines. So I can get those efficient hours played. Um, and so I might do that if I kind of like, I don't want to get too caught up in the idea of like a competition and then like spread myself thin, or you know start like cutting into other aspects of my life. But if I have the time, then I think I might kind of try and push myself for those things. So it's like a possible goal to get 99 cooking. It's a possible goal to I definitely want to roll over the goal of the 80s in the combats. And there's still a few days left in the month, so depending how much I play this weekend, I might get like 76 or 77 ranged. So anyways, that's basically all I've got. Kind of a short update video for you guys this time, but I hope you enjoy these little fireside chats. And with that, I'll see you guys next month.